Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It is, uh, what is it? November 14th. It is 7:07 a.m. Saturday morning, and I am obviously Ken. And this is Saturday Morning Coffee with Ken. First of all, let me apologize in advance. For the last couple months, I've been doing this show strictly at 8 a.m. I'm getting too far ahead. I'll get back to that. This is a little show I started, and I like to always catch up. Last June, it was a dark time for me. I was bummed out. I was struggling in a lot of areas of my life, and for some reason, I thought about sharing them here on Facebook, my where I was and how I was feeling. And my thought at that time was that nobody's life is perfect, and a lot of times when we're on Facebook and we, are looking at our friends' activities, they're always on the beach drinking I don't know, a fancy fruity drink. We think other people's lives are perfect, and I knew mine wasn't. And I realized other people's weren't. And I shot a video just kind of on a lark, and realized that other people felt the same way I was feeling. Good morning, John. And, I got a lot of good feelings by sharing my thoughts, and I got a lot of love back from the audience because they felt the same way. They had struggles as well. So anyway, I started doing this show. For some reason, wanted to do it live, and I've had a lot of fun with it since. But anyway, thank you. For those that have been watching a long time, you know there's only one rule to Saturday Morning Coffee with Ken, and it's that I don't get to have my very first sip of coffee on a Saturday morning until I push live on Facebook and start talking. Good morning, Laura. And I have done that. So, like I like to say, without further ado, I'm going to have my first sip of coffee today. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're doing the same. So, cheers to us. So hot, so good. It's vanilla hazelnut this morning. I'm throwing a little curve at you. Usually either drink Sumatra or hazelnut every Saturday. Amory went to the store the other day, and Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut was gone, so she got some other brand, and it's pretty tasty. It's nice to mix things up every once in a while. So, anyway, how are you guys doing? Sorry about the early start. I woke up kind of early today. Woke up about 6:20 this morning. I usually start the show every morning. Good morning, Timmy. I usually start. For the last couple months, I've been doing the show at 8 a.m. every morning on a Saturday. And so I woke up at 6:20. I'm laying in bed going, starting to worry. And I find, laying in bed can be some of the most worrisome, stressful times for me, because you're kind of just laying there, maybe anxious to get up, anxious to start your day. And I knew I had to do this show, which always makes me a little nervous, to be honest. And was going to wait till 8 a.m., but it was 6:20. And as you guys know, I love my coffee. And last thing I wanted to do was spend an hour and 40 minutes on this cold November Saturday without coffee. So I came down to get started early, and I'm glad I did, because I'm going to have my second sip of coffee now, and I hope you're doing the same. It is so good. To be honest, another big motivation of mine is I'm a huge, huge golf fan. And my favorite tournament of the year is the Masters tournament. And due to everything going on with COVID in the world, it's a tournament. Hello, Jody. Have you ever tried that cinnamon roll shop in Naperville? Oh, yeah. I'm friends with the owner. Hold on. I'll get to that. Cinnaholic. I'm friends with the owner. We were actually at their grand opening. I assume that's what you're talking about. And they are very good. They're ridiculously sweet, though. Where was I? Oh, anyway, I'm a huge golf fan, and the Masters, which usually plays every year in April, um, due to COVID and due to everything, got suspended and is playing uh, in November this year. And I'm kind of excited about that because the golf season's usually over about now. And to have some late fall golf, especially at high level, a major tournament's exciting to me. And the golf was going on very early this morning. And Tiger Woods, my very, very favorite player in the world, is playing right now. So I wanted to watch it. So I knew I couldn't do that and still do my show at 8 o'clock. And I wanted my coffee. So I'm happy about that. So anyway, hello, Julie Riddle. Yeah, Jody, I have had that Cinnaholic. It's fantastic. It's very, very sweet. Well, I might as well address the elephant in the room, if you will. As most of you probably know, or probably all of you know, Anne Marie and I made a little announcement this week via Facebook. We've been that we're going to have a baby, and we're very excited about it. It's due, nervous to be honest with you. The baby's due in, I don't know, mid-May or something like that. And worried, for those that are wondering, we don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. I've always thought one of the biggest surprises in the world is, when the baby's born, not knowing. And Anne Marie, as most of you probably know, had 3 children before we met. She always found out before. And I have 2 girls, Aaron and Morgie, who are 11 and 14. And when we had them, we were surprised. So Anne Marie's agreed with me, and we're not going to find out what the baby is. So that's going to be really exciting. Um, what was I going to say? I lost my thought. Oh, yeah. For most of you that know me, I'm 52 years old. And, everyone said, whenever anybody congratulates me on having the child, I will say we're real excited, but part of me is scared. Part of me is nervous. And I think I probably was on my first 2 as well, to be honest with you. But being 52, obviously I'm a little older to have a child, but I'm excited about it. I think, I hope at least, that the baby's going to keep me young. And I think it does. I think, I know our family, despite having 5 kids in it already, we still have a lot of love to give. And as I mentioned before, Anne Marie has 3, and I had 2 from previous marriages. We think the baby's, I don't want to put too much pressure on it, but it's going to be kind of a neat way to bring our families together. And I know when we told our children, we told them a couple weeks ago, they were excited, they were nervous, they were wondering if it's going to be a boy or a girl. And, but I think, they get along really, really well. Not perfectly, but really well. And I think it's just going to, bring our family together in ways that probably couldn't be done in any other way. So it's going to be neat. We're nervous. We got to buy all the stuff, the strollers, the cribs, the whatever else, diapers. And it's been a long time since I've done that. But I guess I've never been better at anything, I think, than being a dad. So having another child's exciting to me. And having a little baby, I'm nervous about. I don't know if I still know how to hold them. But we're real excited. So thank you for all the love you guys gave us when we announced that. Hello, Adam. I am going a little earlier, Adam. I explained it a bit ago. I woke up early. I didn't want to wait till 8 o'clock for the coffee. Carol, you didn't see that on Facebook. You called the other day, Carol, to tell us you couldn't make the Masters party. I thought you were calling to congratulate us because we'd announced it earlier in the day. So thank you for that. I thought it was old when I had my one and only at 37, but realistically, I'm still energetic and you seem the same way. Well, thank you, Mike. I feel I am. How old was I when I had my first? Yeah, probably 38. And I thought that was a little late in life. And sorry about that, Trey. Wanted to get started early. Everyone's going to be yelling at me all tune in. Again, I've been very, uh, what's it called? I don't know, on time and been doing it at 8 o'clock every morning. So I'm sorry for anybody that's going to miss it live, but I was excited to get started. I wanted my coffee and I wanted to watch the Masters. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I'm using a very generic cup today. I've used it before. We have a huge variety of cups. I don't think we have any cups that match, which is kind of funny. Um, but Emery was down here a little bit ago, and she went and she was going to get her cup and get me a cup as well. And I always like to pick my cup each day. Even this plain white one, it's a beautiful cup, and it's perfectly white, and it's I don't know, there's beauty in the simplicity, and I guess I wanted to do that today, so that's why I'm using that cup. So what else is going? I've talked about the baby. I've talked about golf. I've talked about my early start. Um, how have you guys been doing? How have you been doing? You know, I'm inside today. Over the last several weeks, even last week, I've been able to do this little show outside on my patio, and that's the preferred place to be. But to be honest, it's 28 degrees today. It's a cold November morning, and I had no desire to be sitting outside on my patio, although it is still beautiful outside. It's going to be cold again. We had a beautiful, last couple of weeks with warmth, like up to low 70 degrees here in Naperville, and enjoyed that. Was out. Good morning, Brian. Was out riding my scooter a ton over the last week. I put a lot of miles on it. Late fall, which feels good. Riding that always gives me a ton of joy. I was hoping to get out and golf. I don't think I did that over the last couple of weeks, but I want to make up for it this weekend by watching a heck of a lot of golf. But I think fall is past, or here, and winter is fast approaching. So I don't know how you guys feel about snow. I love all the seasons. I love when the snow comes down and I know it's not pretty after it's been sitting out and driven on for a week or whatever, but every time there's a fresh coat of snow, it always puts me in a real good mood. The world's so beautiful and bright and cheery, and I'm really looking forward to that. So that's my thoughts on the weather. Let's have some more coffee. Hi, Slavka. How have you guys been? I've been real quiet on social media for me. I know a lot of people post, some people post a lot, some don't. Some just do like to kind of keep an eye on what's going on in the world. I've been much quieter this week. Um, I don't know if it's post-election exhaustion or COVID exhaustion or just a little tired of stuff. But I know personally, I've been a little quiet on social media this week. I've posted a lot less. I felt some of the posts were almost forced just to say hi. And it's funny to do that. But it's been kind of nice. I posted once on I don't like to bring up political stuff, but I will. I posted once early in the week. I belong to a bunch of Facebook groups, and we market our real estate business on a lot of the groups. And I was on one of the groups, and the cover. I'll just tell you, I was on the group. You're from Downers Grove, if, and I grew up in Downers Grove. For many of you that know. And I happened to be on the front page of it, and I looked at it, and I was a little surprised. Um, the cover photo for it was the protest last summer for the Black Lives Matter movement. And to be honest with you, it surprised me because, again, I belong to a ton of groups, and I'm not saying whether I'm for or against Black Lives Matter. I know, I first of all, I believe Black lives do matter, but I know the group itself, I don't know, is controversial, and I've heard good and bad on both sides, and I've never looked into it that much. Good morning, Lee. And anyway, I was very surprised that the cover photo for one of these area groups was a protest. It doesn't matter whether it's pro life, pro choice, pro Biden, pro Trump, pro Black Lives Matter, whatever. Again, I belong to a ton of the groups, and I was a little surprised that a cover photo was from a protest last summer, and I didn't find it, surprised me a little bit. And I posted that on the groups, and, there's so many beautiful things in my hometown, and didn't feel personally that a protest picture should have been the cover photo. I thought it was an odd choice, and I still do. But I posted that there, and boy, the backlash I got on that was amazingly yucky. And being called racist and all this stuff. And I don't know, I probably have my opinions about things like everybody else does, but I don't think it makes me a bad guy, and certainly not a racist. But it just kept coming, and I'm kind of sensitive. And I kind of got burnt out going, my gosh, you can't say anything about anything in this world. And I should have known that. I've been on social media for a long, long time. And I know it's a fired up time right now. And people are sensitive about a lot of issues. But I was just surprised about the backlash. And it weighed heavily on me for 2 or 3 days. Ask Anne-Marie. I went, wow, people are being so mean. And it kind of frightens me. And I don't like conflict a heck of a lot. And I try and, keep it positive and keep it friendly. And I guess I offended some people by the question, but I think it's a fair question. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. And again, I apologize for my early start. For those I got a long-time watcher fan, Fritz. He's going to be very mad at me for not starting on time. But again, I wanted to drink my coffee and watch my golf, and it's my show, and that's what I'm going to do. Good morning, Jeff. Thank you for tuning in. Who are you cheering for in the Masters? I'm cheering for Tiger Woods, by the way. He's -4 last time I checked, which is fairly competitive. But the leaders are at -9, and I'm excited about the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, and changing subjects, we have our... real quick, Lee Mandela, are you still watching? If you are, never mind. I was going to say something. I got my accountant on. Best accountant. Thank you so much, Christine. Best accountant in Naperville, Lee Mandel. He's the man. Apologize to all the other accountants that I don't know in Naperville, but I love my accountant. I was going to make a joke about getting married if the filing jointly will be beneficial and the tax credit the baby will bring. But that's not appropriate. We're excited because we're going to love our baby. But thank you so much, Christine. And thank you for watching. Trying to think what else is going on. What else has been going on this week? Not totally sure. It's been kind of a quiet week for Anne-Marie. Most of you guys know, I'm sure. We sell real estate. We've both been doing it, I don't know. I've been doing it over 15 years. She's been doing it like 13. We love what we do. Over the last 6 weeks or 5 weeks, we've been tremendously busy, very consistent, putting on a new listing every week, working with buyers as well. But this week was the first week in several. We didn't take a new listing. And because of that, it's felt like a very slow week. We're still busy, following up, having showings and doing stuff. But every time we take a new listing, we have a very regimented marketing strategy for the week. And without it there, that felt like there was a big vacuum in our week. And we're meeting with a couple sellers over the next couple days. So excited to get another listing or two next week and get back to being busy. Because, I don't know, I like to be busy. And when I'm busy, we sell more homes, so we make more money. Tiger's son will be in the Masters soon. I don't know, how old is Tiger's son? I saw him hug Tiger at the tourney last year. He can't be more than 8 or 9. But I'll bet he's going to be a pretty good golfer. It's in the genes. But, that'll be interesting. Where was I? I got flashed back to golf. But anyway, it's been kind of a quiet week for us. Not too shocking. A lot of things going on. Obviously, there's been more cases and outbreaks of COVID. And for months and months and months, and I'll say this, I think it's important. I've always said, I don't know anybody that's tested positive for COVID. But about 2 weeks ago, one of my very best friends from college and his family all tested positive. They're doing real well. I bet he is already golfing, Jody. They're doing well. But it was interesting, and I know more people close to me now that have been testing positive. Fritz, I already apologized to you. You might have to rewind. I mentioned you earlier. I can't go back and say it. I woke up early, Fritz. I wanted to drink my coffee. I wanted to watch the golf. And yes, we do need a jacuzzi, Slavka. Again, Anne-Marie and I have, for most of you that know, Anne-Marie likes hot tubs. And months ago, thank you for the likes. Whoever's clicking a like, and I say this every week, I'm very insecure. So if you're watching this and you like what I'm saying, or you like drinking coffee with me on a Saturday morning, thank you. And if you click like and love or share the video, I thank you even more. But no, Anne-Marie said she wanted a hot tub for Christmas. And I appreciate it. She's not thinking a big, huge, crazy hot tub. She just found on Amazon some inflatable one and does a lot of research and finds they're pretty good and wanted to get one. And I said, well, we can get one if you put 8 homes under contract by Christmas. And this started about a month ago, I think, maybe 3 weeks ago. And she put 3 homes under contract in the first week and a half, 2 weeks. Slavka, you take that up with Anne-Marie. So she put 3 homes under contract in the first week and a half, which was awesome. And it's kind of fun because I get to tease her. If we're not together, I'll send her a text at random times. It probably annoys the crud out of her. I'll ask her, are you selling any homes? Shouldn't you be selling homes? Or are you just sitting on the couch eating bonbons? And I think she gets a kick out of that. Not sure. Anyway, she got 3 out of 8. She needs to put another 5 under contract by Christmas. She's going out showing a buyer a bunch of homes in Morris, Illinois this morning. We decided she's just better at working with buyers, so she handles a lot of our buyer business. She is just better at it than me, and which is great for me because daylight savings time with Ken. Funny. Hi, Laura. You grew up in Woodridge. Did you go to Downers North, Laura? Much more simple. Yeah. Are you? Did you go to Downers Grove North, Laura, or Downers South? Where was I? Oh, so she's showing buyer a bunch of homes in Morris, Illinois today, which is suburb. I guess it's a suburb, but it's I think 30 or 40 minutes away. Oh, Bennett. Hey, Laura, do you happen to know, is Bennett closing down? I heard with the COVID cases rising that some of the Catholic schools are going to be forced to shut, which would be sad. And now I'm jumping around on topics a lot, so I apologize. But again, we currently have 5 kids, another on the way. I know you did, Fritz. And we're homeschooling 3 of them, and 2 are remote learning with where they live with their mom in Oswego. So we're sad to see the schools still struggling to open. We're hoping that gets passed soon. Doesn't look like it will. As cases continue to rise, no in person still, lots of select quarantine. Well, that's got to be a bummer. And I talked to somebody else. Now I'm really jumping around, and I apologize for it. Yeah, I heard even the private schools with the limitations they have and the restrictions they have, school's still tough and challenging, even in person. And I saw they canceled winter sports or, basketball and track. And I know a lot of people say, well, lives matter more, but I don't want to get too... But my St. Mary's student is learning too many community exposures that are making students have to quarantine. Yeah. That's all a bummer. I want the kids in school. And it bumps me out and has been weighing heavily on me for a long time. School, although I never liked school, to be honest, till I got to college. I felt like I was in jail. I think it's important. I look back on it fondly, memories. And I think it's a super important, obviously, thing for kids to go to school and learn how to be interactive and social and make friends and do all sorts of things. So sometimes I have a pity party for myself, but when I step back and look at it from above, I really feel bad for the kids. I don't know. Again, I've said this before. the parents are getting it, so the kids have to stay home. Yeah, no, it seems like I said, one of my very best friends tested positive. He feels fairly fine. He feels like it's a bad cold, but I know he's going to be fine. I check in on him almost every day, so I'm a little worried for him. Whatever. But he is doing fine. His youngest, who tested positive as well, really almost had no symptoms, and his wife wasn't feeling too well, but she's doing a lot better as well. So, you know, um, disappointing, but not totally surprising to see the cases go up. My personal thought is we're probably all going to eventually test positive someday, or get it. And, I don't want to offend anybody, but it's just a thought. It seems we've been wearing masks and social distancing and shutting businesses and schools, but the cases keep going up. And, I don't know. Maybe we're fighting a war that can't be won. And again, I don't want to offend anybody or act like I don't care, because I know it's tough, but it just seems, the cases keep going up, and they're going up faster. And, yeah. Have you have any Sam Adams lately? Why do you ask that, Trey? Did we ever have Sam Adams together? I mean, Sam Adams is an okay beer. Have I had any lately? I don't think so. I've had some Heinekens. That's my go-to beer. But I digress. So anyway, I don't know what I have for you this week. I've sure enjoyed my coffee, and I'm enjoying it still. I'm excited because I got a full pot left. I want to thank my friend from college, Doug Meyer, if he's watching. He knows I like coffee. He sent me a French press, which I've never used, but he speaks strongly of it and speaks highly of it and says it makes awesome coffee. What's on my t-shirt? It's just a t-shirt. I don't know where I got it, but very observant for you. Yes, it's the Sam Adams t-shirt. It's very comfy and soft. So anyway, again, I don't know what I have for you today. It's going to be a real cold weekend. We have all 5 of our kids sleeping upstairs, and I'm hoping when I shut off this live video that I get back and get to sit here and get to enjoy my coffee. Good morning, Ken. Thank you. Cheers to you, Ken. It's a good name. But I'm hoping I get to sit here, you are observant, and enjoy my coffee and enjoy my Masters and enjoy Tiger Woods finishing up the second round. And we got a whole afternoon of golf ahead of us. Again, Anne-Marie's going to be out showing homes in Morris this morning. So I'm going to be alone with 5 kids. And that'll be interesting. I'll probably try and lock this door out and hide in my sunroom and keep the kids out at bay while I watch the golf. French press is good. Only makes a couple cups, though. That's my issue, too, Trey. I like a lot of coffee. And I'll give it a try. I didn't do it today. If you're watching, Doug, I apologize. But I am enjoying my coffee either way. So anyway, I don't know what I have for you today. It's about 7:35. Got an interesting weekend ahead. We're excited about it. I'm excited about it. Again, I got the Masters. Anne-Marie is showing some homes. We got a lot of work to do, and we have all of our kids here, which creates a little bit of chaos, but a lot of love. I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek sometimes. The love ebbs and flows, but we try and make it our best. So where's the open house this week? And we don't have one, Trey. I did not take a new listing this week, so we do not have one. I've started putting eggnog in my coffee as a creamer. That's a good call, Denise. Are the girls allowed in the sunroom? I like that. It's funny, and I'm digressing again. They said this is the Ken room the other day. And it's got my couch, it's got my chessboard, it's got my TV, it's got some plants that aren't Ken. But it's decorated with my bachelor apartment furniture, my coffee table that the computer's on. But it's a beautiful room in our house. It's all windows, and it gives us a great view of outside and the weather that's happening while we stay safe and warm inside. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching. I've been doing this show a long time. Are you pro or anti? I love eggnog. Denise. It tastes so good. It's got to be the most fattening thing in the world because it's so thick. But I do love my eggnog. And I'm just talking regular eggnog. I'd probably like it with whatever, whiskey or whatever you put in it. But just eggnog with, what's the red stuff? What's the red little stuff you flake on the top? Nutmeg? Might be nutmeg. Maybe it's not even red. But anyway, it tastes so good. And haven't gotten any yet this year, but I'm sure we will. Eggnog is good. Oberweis. Yeah. Let's see, the questions keep coming. Yeah, it is nutmeg. I thought so. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching and sharing part of your Saturday morning. Hi, Scott Cooper. I'm sorry I started early today. Cinnamon would work too, Fritz. Thank you for watching and for following along in my little story. Sometimes I have a lot to say and big matters. Sometimes like today, I just like to ramble. But either way, it always makes me feel real good talking to you and sharing part of my Saturday morning with you. And I appreciate those hearts that are coming out again. I love the love and support you give me. You give my family. You give Anne-Marie. It means a ton to me. Supporting us personally, professionally, and emotionally, and every other way you do. It means a ton to me. And for those that have been following along in my story for the last 15, 16, 17 months since I've been doing that, it means a ton. Go to my website. Yeah, I don't know. And I appreciate that because every week I get messages and comments and likes and all the things that make me feel good about what I'm doing and that I'm on the right path. And it feels good that you guys care enough to be a part of my little journey called life. So thank you for that. Anyway, I like to end this way every week. If you have your kids at home, give them a big squeeze and tell them you love them. I know that's real easy to do. Not easy for all of us, but easier to do. If you're fortunate enough to have both your parents alive, reach out to them and tell them you love them too. And because I know when my girls even send me a text, it means a ton to me. So I try and reach out to my dad most days and just touch base, see how he's doing. He's down in Texas with my brother. I think he's probably having a nice time in the warmth and living the Texas life for a couple weeks. But he'll be back before Christmas, and we're looking forward to seeing him again in person. So anyway, again, thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to be a cold weekend, but I hope you enjoy it. Do whatever it is you do. I know we're under tight conditions here in Illinois, but if you're not going to leave your house, turn on the Masters. Watch some golf. Cheer on Tiger Woods or your favorite golfer and during the Masters party, and the Masters tournament, and enjoy your weekend. And I hope you spend it with your family. And maybe you get out. It's going to be sunny, I think, most of the day today. Enjoy this morning. And because the weather's going to turn, as it always does, and the snow's going to be coming down soon. So we're getting one of our last days of fall, it looks like, out there today. And try and enjoy it. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the leaves that are left on the tree, the sun that's shining. And, smile at people. I know I get bogged down with the weight of the world a lot, and whenever I focus on the little things, whether it's my breathing or the sun shining or pet my dog and the good feeling that comes, it always makes me feel a little bit better. So perhaps it would you as well. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, and I'm going to finish my cup of coffee now. It's going to be a little tepid. Didn't quite finish it, but I'll get more as soon as I sign off. But thank you for sharing your Saturday morning with me. Hope you're doing real well. Hope you had a great week behind, and hope you have a wonderful week going forward. Hope you have a great weekend. Thank you, Scott. And I hope Tiger Woods wins. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Have a great day.